Hi guys, we just wanted to give you an update on the Albion app and the exciting developments that we've got coming up. So we've now overhauled the app. We've basically done a proper rewrite to make it more efficient. So we're now swapping over the old app for the new app. And part of this process has been to separate it into two parts. The first part is HiveCore, that manages the app, the connectivity and so on, and where you can set battery limits, etc. And then of course the Albion part of the app that gives you all the information that you need, the league tables, live scores, travel information, tweets and so on. So you're going to see when you've gone through this process that you'll have the HiveCore logo on your kind of app deck. So we're now moving into a position where we can get a bigger push from the club to get as many people, fans, using the app for match days as we possibly can. And this will of course improve the connectivity for everyone. The more people we have using it in the stadium, the smoother it becomes. And the new app means that obviously when the Albion in the FA Cup final at Wembley next year, that the app will work there too. So that's good news as well. There's also a chance of us trialling it with a few other clubs next season. So that will also mean that away fans will also get improved connectivity when they're away from home. Okay, so here's the other icon that you'll be seeing when you've gone through the latest kind of update. With this new version, we can then continue with our development for some of the exciting features that we're planning on introducing over the summer. We're hoping we can tie into some of the club's promotions, which would be good through the app. We're also looking at in-stadium app-only video highlights that we're moving on to working on shortly. And the other news is that we've also got the fan-to-fan networking sorted for the iPhone version of the app. That's going to be pushed out very shortly, but we have to wait for a while for Apple to kind of go through their approval process. It's a lot more straightforward on Android. Okay, so running through the latest update, as ever, it's best to do this when you're connected to Wi-Fi and you're not relying on your phone connection whilst on the bus or whatever. It'll be a lot smoother if you do it when you're connected to Wi-Fi. Okay, so the app will advise you that you don't have HiveCore, and you simply go ahead and install it following the instructions. I'll do a quick run through and show you the next update and what it will look like when you install it. Okay, so we just open up the Digital Stadium app as we normally would, and you'll be prompted for HiveCore. You don't have it basically because it doesn't exist. So you then go ahead and download HiveCore, and what that'll do is it'll take you to the Play Store. So there you can see where we've got HiveCore. We've also put the video there of our piece that was on BBC News, so some of you might recognise your faces in the background or even being interviewed. So go ahead and install that. Okay, so you can see the app permissions that you've got there, so you can accept that. Okay, and you can now going to go through the download process and install, or we can now press the open. And this is HiveCore. Here's a list of the apps that use it. Obviously only the Albion app uses it at the moment. And then we can kind of swipe across, see the settings that we've got. So this is where your preferences are housed. So if you want to switch off HiveCore when it's running when you're at the stadium, if you push the battery up, HiveCore will stop running when it hits a certain point. So if you put it right up to 100%, then HiveCore won't run anymore. It's not the most elegant way of turning it off, but we have to. That's what we have to do at the moment. Then there's the daily shared limit, depending on what kind of contract you're on. I'm on unlimited, so I can push it right up and don't mind giving pages to other people. And then there's an about section, and there's a statistics section. And the statistic that's of interest to most people is the HiveCore statistic there, which shows you how many data you've shared around the network without any cost to yourselves. Okay, then we can go into the Digital Stadium, and we're away. So if you want to change anything to like the preferences, you can do this here within the app, or you can actually go into HiveCore and do it there. Either way, it doesn't really matter, because it will all end up at HiveCore anyway. So if you click on it within the app, it will just take you to HiveCore, where you can amend your preferences, and then you can either hit the back button or just click on the Digital Stadium link and it will take you back in there. Okay, well look, thanks ever so much again for everyone's support, and really looking forward to some of the new things that we're going to be putting out next season. And yeah, see you around. Cheers, thanks a lot.